The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hola, everyone. Welcome to Open, the one and only show bringing the best to the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche every Friday. And today we have a very special show. So here's what's coming up. Leading things off, we'll share some events for you to consider in our fall edition of Open Weekend Preview. After that, we'll learn more about Dance Your Future Artist and Mentor Collaborative Residency presented by PEPATIÁN BAAD as the Coleman Collective celebrates the revolutionary act of melanated men fearlessly affirming platonic friendship. We'll even get a sneak peek of that performance. Then we'll talk all about the first Bronx BAMBULA Dance and Drum Festival as we sit with Harambee Dance Company and learn about the gula tradition along with some moves that will touch the soul. And next, Bobby C brings us up to date with the latest headlines in the world of sports. And finally, we'll sit down with songstress Carla G, who will transport us into her music career while presenting her new song, Bougie Black Girl. So sit back y prepárate. All this and more is headed your way because now we are officially open. Hello and welcome to Open, everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV or like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, don't forget, while you're there, follow moi on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, LinkedIn, and Snapchat at Rhina Valentin. Autumn is officially in full swing, and we have some events for you to enjoy over the weekend. So grab your pen and papers. It's now time for the fall edition of Open Weekend Preview. It's October and Halloween is almost near, and the New York Botanical Garden has created the Spooky Pumpkin Garden filled with more than 100 larger-than-life scarecrows among nearly 1,000 eye-popping pumpkins and gourds for the entire family to enjoy. The Spooky Garden is happening until October 31st between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And for more information, visit nybg.org. That's nybg.org. And the Lehman Center Concert Series is, they have an upcoming concert called A Titazo Limpio, featuring Latin artists Tito Rojas, Tito Nieves, and Tito Allen. And that's taking place this Saturday, October 20th, a night filled with wonderful music by Los Titos for you to dance and enjoy, of course. And the concert's taking place on Saturday, October 20th, 8 p.m. at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts. And for tickets, please visit lehmancenter.org or call the Lehman Center box office at 718-960-8833. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you can also participate in the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, a walk that's hosted by the American Cancer Society. The event will be held on Sunday, October 21st at Orchard Beach, and registration begins at 8 a.m. and the walk begins at 9:30 a.m. And to participate the walk, you can visit makingstrideswalk.org Bronx. And there you have it. Plenty for you to enjoy this weekend, so make sure you get out. So the second annual Universal Hip Hop fundraiser in support for the upcoming Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx was recently held, and reporter Ashley Tiffany has the story.
What do you get when you combine hip-hop and a night of elegance? The second annual Universal Hip Hop Museum fundraiser and red carpet banquet took place at the Eastwood Manor in the Bronx. We spoke with Universal Hip Hop Museum Board of Trustees member Reggie Peters and his sister Robin Peters, who serves as the event coordinator for the evening. They talked about the museum having a permanent home in the birthplace of hip-hop, the Bronx.
This event is to put awareness out to the community that the museum is up and coming, also to preserve the hip-hop culture and bring some life and inspiration of hip-hop back to the Bronx. We all know hip-hop originated in the Bronx, even though we have hip-hop all over the world, and there are some great artists that do not come from the Bronx, but it originated in the Bronx. Reggie Peters is a former breakdancer, has traveled the world, and his heart and soul is in the Bronx. We're not from the Bronx, but we know that hip-hop was originated in the Bronx, so that's why it's so important that we have this event here in the Bronx.
Letting the world know that we're here and that we're coming with a museum of the Bronx, from the Bronx, for the Bronx, to represent the entire hip-hop community all around the world. All of the art forms, the 5 elements of hip-hop, the breakdancing, the DJing, the MCing, the graffiti writing, and the knowledge of self.
This museum would be the preservation of hip-hop culture, displaying the evolution starting from its humble roots during the 1970s. Inside their vision book, we get a detailed portrayal of what's to come.
This is really just a way for us to end the year. We had a lot of progress this year. In 2018, raised $20 million.
The night was not only about fundraising, but honoring those who have contributed to the culture of hip-hop. We spoke to one honoree, a self-proclaimed first generation of b-boy dancer, Daryl Solomon, about his award.
It's a pleasure being here. You know, it's good to be blessed.
The museum makes its debut January 2022. Reggie Peters also tells us portions of the proceeds will go to Universal Hip Hop Museum, located in the South Bronx. Reporter for BronxNet, Ashley Tiffany.
We are so looking forward to that Hip Hop Museum. Thank you, Ashley. All right, you guys, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll find out about an upcoming collaborative project featuring members from the Coleman Collective. Don't go anywhere.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hello, welcome back to Open, everyone. PEPATIÁN, in partnership with BAD, is presenting, well, Dance Your Future Artist and Mentor Collaborative Project that features members, that's actually going to be featuring the members from the Coleman Collective. And through movement, these two individuals who have been friends for 10 years will express the ups and downs of a complex friendship through the language of dance. And joining us to tell us more, we welcome choreographer and artistic director Matthew Perry and Kane Coleman. Hello and welcome, gentlemen.
Perez.
What did I
Matthew
say?
Perez.
I said you want me to say...
You can't take out my Latino-ness.
Oh, so you want me to say Perez?
Perez, exactly.
Perdón. He's like... With an accent, I mean.
With an accent.
Okay.
So yes, no, we're so excited to be here. Thank you for having us. We are working very, very intensely on this project for PEPATIÁN Dance Your Future Artists in Residence. It's been an amazing journey. We've decided to really like dig into our
relationship,
work, into
right?
our relationship.
Yeah, it's very fascinating. Well, let's just share with everyone a little bit about the Coleman Collective first, right? Because you're founding founders, right?
Yes.
And you're obviously you're Kane Coleman, right? So that I find that fascinating too. That there's like 3 founders and they decided to go with your name. So I'm just curious about that.
Well, it really just had a good ring to it, Coleman Collective.
Okay.
But so
that works for me.
Yeah.
It had a good ring to it. It's also like been like a dream like project of Kane's for a long time that he kind of was like, you guys, do you want to do this thing together? And we were like, yeah, we're always being creative together anyway, or we're always making work, collaborating with each other, more on, as friends,
Right.
like friends who are interested in the same things
So you might as well
artistically.
make a
So we was
business
like,
out
let's
of
just
it.
make a business out of it.
Absolutely.
And
so you're a
we gave it that
non-for-profit
name.
organization.
Yes.
Yes. And you've been in existence for how long now?
2 years.
2 years, they say. And so how is it that you linked up with PEPATIÁN?
Through a recommendation. So we had a friend of ours recommended us, or kind of like mentioned this residency to us and to Jane Gabriels, who is the director of PEPATIÁN, and we kind of had that relationship first, and so we applied, and she was like, great, love your work, let's continue forward.
Well,
And
I
so
asked because
we
it's so
joined.
lovely, right, to have non-for-profit organizations that are serving this art form, and then to find you guys working collaboratively, and then, of course, with BAD, the Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance, that is the home of Arthur Avila's typical theater. It's just another, like, vibrancy within dance, not just, so you think you could dance, even though I know you were on there, right? I know, Carla, I dug.
Yes.
How was that?
Kane.
Stressful.
Stressful?
Yeah.
What was stressful about it?
Well, it's like very little sleep, lots of hours rehearsing, and just not everyone's yours really.
Not, and then there's also the fact that there's the commercial aspect of dance and the creative aspect of dance, right? And so you guys have chosen to live your life as creators.
Exactly.
Well, we're on the mission to actually bridge the worlds.
The two, yeah.
Yes, to kind of really like break the boundaries of like what is expected in either space.
Commercial
and concert dance. In a more like fine art world, kind of bringing it to a very relatable and accessible place for community in general.
We love that.
Yeah. And
Arts,
for the
marrying
commercial
business,
to
we love it,
maintain,
Well,
and
yeah,
for the
because you want
commercial
to
to
generate
maintain
funds.
artistry, you have to generate funds, but you want it to be substantial, and you want
Right.
it to be really like something that's going to be impactful and influential, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so now this leads to the conversation that you guys decided to create amongst 2 gentlemen having a 10-year relationship and sustaining a platonic relationship.
Yes. Okay, so we have been creating collaboratively together for maybe, I'd say like choreographing together for maybe like 3 years, directing together for 3 years. And it's been a learning curve to like bring your ideas together with another person, and to really like work towards some type of vision when we clearly are individuals. Though we have a lot of like interests and likeness,
You know why I'm
characteristics.
smiling here?
Yes.
Because I could tell you're the director, and you're like, yeah.
No, it changes. It changes.
No. I know. I'm teasing because you're doing all the talking, and he's going, yeah.
This is
yeah,
really,
I agree with that.
It's really an exercise as we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Like we're currently studying ourselves.
How close inside of each other's head are we?
Yeah.
Nice.
How exactly? Like now it seems that way, but in other cases it might be a little different. So this is us learning each other and exploring the different ways and the different dynamics.
Yeah, there's often times where I sit back and he's talking
like this is also a part of the study.
Yeah.
You mean him doing the talking and you kind of like just
everything.
I love it. No, it's beautiful. I get it, and I'm teasing because I'm picking up on it.
Right.
Exactly. I'm going, wait a minute, what's
exactly.
going on
You
here?
see, you see what's going on? No, yeah, it's just kind of us like investigating more so who we're choosing to spend our time with and who we're choosing to move forward in the world as, as like, social beings.
And right, as social beings, as male social beings who happen to have, melanin, right? Well, that plays a factor, and then of course your gender preference and things of that nature, in just creating a judgment-free environment.
Yeah, and hopefully a way to inspire our viewers to like also dig into their relationships and also dig into themselves. Like, it's just like, what are you doing and why? But yeah, this work came out of our collaboration as creators and wanting to move forward. So we're like, let's like see each other now. Like, where are we? Let's check in really deep and into the history of our friendship.
Beautiful.
So that we can really move forward clearly.
Clearly, yeah, and it's always important to clear. And you have to check in and clear regularly.
Exactly.
You can't just assume things remain the same because we all grow.
Right.
Exactly.
And the idea is to always remain in communication, and I'm looking forward to your style of communication because we're going to take a break and you guys are going to give us a taste of it, right?
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
I'm so looking forward to
Just
this.
a taste, though. You have to come to the show November 1st and 2nd at BAD, Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance, to really see the production.
Bueno, gracias, señor Pérez.
Yes,
and
thank
Kate,
you for having us.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
lovely. And you guys, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Kane and Matthew will perform one of their pieces. So please don't go anywhere.
Chiru has no choice. She and millions like her walk miles a day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello, welcome back here now to present Kane and Matthew from the upcoming Dance Your Future Artist and Mentor Collaborative Project. Let's give it up for Kane Coleman and Matthew Perez. Amazing. Well, no, just a little, but very impactful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was a wow factor. I mean, well, you know, it takes something to really convey a message without having any sound, right? Most people get caught up in the sound and the movement with the sound. So, okay, so I just want to, no, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. No, but there's a lot, yeah, and unfortunately, we took the mics off of you. It just dawned on me, and of course, you needed to be free to share the language of dance, and we thank you so much for presenting it here with our viewers and you guys. Dance Your Future Artist and Mentor Collaborative Project will take place on November 1st and 2nd at BAD, the Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance, which is located at 2474 Westchester Avenue. And for tickets, please visit PEPATIÁN.org or BAD.org, and that's BAD with 2 A's. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to learn the art of pulling together with the Harambee Dance Company. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made this vacation happen.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
I love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You aced this vacation. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to Open, everyone. You know, always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNetTV. And while you're there, tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. So this year, Bombasso Dance Company is holding its first annual Bronx BAMBULA Dance and Drum Festival. And the mission of the festival is to showcase dance and drum companies from the African diaspora while highlighting the different cultures from the Caribbean, South America, hailing back to its common origin, Mother Africa. Today we have members from the Harambee Dance Company to share a little background on Gula. Please welcome Executive Director Frank Malloy and Artistic Director Sandela Williams-Malloy of Harambee Dance Company. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start with the just the Gula, right? I did a little research and I didn't even know this existed, so it's very fascinating to me. And of course, I dug a little deep based on your origins being from South Carolina, right? You're Charleston, South Carolina, even though you're New Yorkers now.
Yeah,
but the fact that you've chosen to just pursue honoring this style, I'm very fascinated by it and would love to share with our viewers a little background on it.
Sure. Well, you know, we're Harambee Dance Company, so we're doing two things. We're connecting with history, African dance, but we're also creating based on where we are and contemporary messages. So it's really a combination of the two. You have tradition, you have history, and you also have modern times. And she's a wonderful artistic director. So her vision is to actually create good work that moves people and touches people, just like any other dance company. Yeah.
We can start with the title of your dance company.
Harambee Dance Company.
Yes,
Yeah.
what it stands for.
So Harambee is actually a Swahili word which means everybody pulling together. And so that's just one of the things that's so important to us is being able to bring the community together. And you mentioned Gullah before, Gullah people. And we are from Charleston, and Gullah is a combination of like African as well as other European type traditions that all came together. So that's so, and one of the things that's big in Gullah culture or many African or other cultures as well is just community, being able to bring people together. And for us growing up in Charleston, we lived in such a great community of people that come together and work together. So that kind of formed the foundation of the company and the name of the company.
And so do you have a common language that's developed from having that ancestral belief and background?
Yeah, I speak English, and Ella speaks English.
No, I know, but I when I researched it, there was a mention of like Creole and it having its own dialect. So I was just curious if you exercise that as well.
I mean, I'm not an expert on Gullah. I'm very familiar with Gullah because I'm from Charleston and grew up in Charleston. But the work that we're presenting, I would not describe it as Gullah work.
Okay.
You know, being a dance company, we do traditional work, and she does incorporate aspects of Charleston culture and life, you know, because that's who we are.
Love it. I love it. You brought it into today. I got it. I totally got it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to demonstrate today. So can we talk and demo at the same time? Can we do that?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. No? Let's do it. All right, so tell me a little bit about this drum as we start.
Okay, now this is a West African drum set. Okay, nice. You know, I keep going back to tradition and history because it's always a mixture of the two. We are here 2018, so this instrument has to reflect that time, even though it comes from a different time period. But this is called a dun-dun. This is a kinkini, this is a kinkini, and this is a samba. And most of the pieces that we do, we have this set as well as some other instruments called djembe instruments. So I'm here by myself, so I
and
figure
we incorporate contemporary instruments as well. So we might have a bass, a keyboard, so we get a unique sound. You hear tradition, but you also hear contemporary.
I know, I'm getting the fusion. I'm excited to hear it. Before we start, they want me, to move that. Yes, okay, good. So we got that, so because once you start the movement, then we're really gonna get. So are we gonna do dance movements that accompany this, and are you gonna be able to identify, I guess describe them and what they mean? Because from what I understand, you really, create movement that is pleasant to the soul. What is your phrase?
Yes.
I'll go with that.
All right, you'll go with that. It's pleasant to the soul. All right, so do we need to move these chairs?
Sure.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll move it back so it's out of the way. And yes?
Okay. So I want to do a couple of things if I can, if time allows. So I want to show you like one of the dances we do. This is a piece I choreographed called Going Home, which highlights like the emotions of the time that we are dealing with the passing of a loved one.
Okay.
So there's a sad part of the dance, and then there's a celebration and knowing that that person will now be an ancestor. So that's one dance. And we have dances that are livelier, a little more entertainment, engaging, and so I'll show you that as well.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just going to be right behind you, following your lead. I mean, nobody told me.
Are you going to join me?
Yeah, I don't know. They told me you were going to demonstrate.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm happy to join, but I'm happy to watch you as well.
Okay.
come over here. We have more room. Yeah. Okay. Dance and Drum Festival is taking place on Sunday, November 4th, 3 p.m. at Pregones Theater, located at 575 Walton Avenue in the Bronx. For tickets, be sure to go to Eventbrite BAMBULA Bronx Dance and Drum Festival. All right, you guys stay tuned. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made this vacation happen.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
I love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You aced this vacation. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
This is Bobby C. reporting from Truman High School, where the New York Knicks made their way uptown to the Bronx for a great cause.
There are so many young people here in the Bronx that can use a good assist from an organization like the Knicks, and then from guys like yourselves who they grew up idolizing.
Anytime we have an opportunity to do something like this, we take advantage of it. I know I do. So, like I said, we're having fun with it as well, as long as nobody gets hurt. I mean, that's the goal.
Does it have a special meaning to you to know that you're helping some of this youth of tomorrow kind of get to bigger and better things?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the foundation that, I came from. I had people who looked out for me, took me out of the inner city, gave me an opportunity, gave me a chance to be successful. So it's always great to come back, and, that's part of the give back.
It means a lot. Anytime you get people to come to my district that want to help the children of the district and beyond, it's a beautiful moment for me. And it's a watershed moment for me because I went to 181 around the corner, and the locker room that they had us changing in was the gym that they actually had us play in junior high school. And the impact is still huge now that we can come get the Knicks, MSG, Fidelis, all these great community partners with New York Edge to bring some great things to some kids.
It's about giving back. I mean, and that's what we talk about. It's myself, Rod, and like a John Stark. Since we're not active playing anymore, this is a way for us to show our appreciation for what the youngsters and the youth did for us.
To get a chance to suit up, this is kind of like your Knicks debut. How does this feel?
Well, as a Celtic fan, I'm trying to handle being in this, but anything for the youth and the kids in the community. I'm happy to be a part of it. Hope I don't hurt myself out here, but I'm looking to have some fun.
If you've ever seen Ghostbusters 2, I feel like Rick Moranis, when he finally puts on the Ghostbusters outfit, he's like, I'm a Ghostbuster. So I put this uniform on, and I'm like, I'm a New York Knick.
It means a lot to me to be part of an organization that is committed to improving the quality of lives for New Yorkers, and to be a part of such a dynamic group that can bring people together and to realize that dream. This to me is like a dream come true.
We'll stay on the community beat for another great event. Backyard Sports Cares put together a local 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It benefits children with special needs, and these youngsters got to meet one Met and Yankee legend of yesteryear. Check this out.
Scoreboard monitors, 1 minute.
Tell the fans at home a little bit about what you do and the message that you try to spread when it comes to giving back to kids with disabilities.
Absolutely, Bobby C. Backyard Sports brings quality sports programming to at-risk and special needs children throughout Westchester County. What we do is basically we give kids who are denied traditional access the ability to play not just with coaches, but with peers and kids their own age. And it just breaks my heart, just going around the neighborhood and seeing if kids can't afford programs, or especially kids with special needs who just don't have the opportunity to play because no one has the patience for them. So that's what we do best. We bring the programming to them.
Doc, I know you've given back so much over the years, especially to young children in the neighborhoods in New York City. What's it like to see the delight in their faces today and knowing that you're a baseball legend and coming back and giving back to them?
That's what it's all about, giving back, because when I played, I got so much energy from the fans, and now to come back and help these like special needs as well as a tremendous foundation like this and get back to these kids here that maybe need second chances or whatever they're having. Backyard sports is a great foundation. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Now, I think it's pretty cool. I know we were teasing about it a little bit just to see Doc Gooden, because I grew up, I thought he was an unbelievable player.
Yeah, no,
unbelievable pitcher.
Huge Doc Gooden fan myself. What an unbelievable guy, an idol of mine. And to see him now, it's great that he comes back.
And this event today is just perfect, and it just mirrors what we do, because we believe that you can do good and you could still enjoy yourself. And that's why sports is such a great bridge between people, because it doesn't feel like a social citizenship project. It just feels so natural to what we do.
Doc Gooden still got it, albeit making the right plays in the community these days rather than on the baseball diamond. On the NBA hardwood, the New York Knicks made all the right plays in their season and home opener Wednesday night. Who are these guys and what have they done to the Knicks? New head coach David Fizdale and his crew ran up 126 points against Atlanta in a 126-107 victory. Tim Hardaway Jr. dropped 31 points. Here's Timmy following the blowout.
Got 3 quick assists, got some rebounds, pushed it, got some deflections on the defense, and that's what got it going. Just took what the defense gave me, try to be aggressive, be smart, and my teammates just kept feeding me the ball, so they give me that confidence to go out there. If they tell me to go, then I'm going to go.
The Knicks will be in Brooklyn tonight for Game 2 of the season. Why not an early season rivalry matchup with the Nets? Brooklyn, meanwhile, looked pretty good in its opener in Detroit, but it wasn't enough Wednesday night. The Nets fell 103-100. They'll need more from point guard and playmaker D'Angelo Russell tonight against the Knicks. That game tips at 7:30 p.m. The story around the NBA is, what will LeBron James and the LA Lakers do this season? LeBron was his usual awesome self in the opener, 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists against Portland. But the new look Showtime Lakers are fun, fast, and flawed, falling despite LeBron's awesomeness in Game 1. The young Lakers did win 35 games a year ago, and LeBron is notorious for helping his new clubs win about 15 to 20 more games. That would make LA a playoff contender, but if I was a betting man, I would stick with the Golden State Warriors in the West and likely Boston, Philadelphia, or Toronto out of the East. The race for the NBA crown is usually only limited to about a handful of teams, if that. The 108-win Boston Red Sox should be the favorites to win the World Series. They eliminated Houston Thursday night in the American League Championship Series, downing the reigning World Series champs with relative ease. The Sox have now eliminated 2 100-win teams in consecutive series, topping the 100-win Yankees and the 103-win Astros. In the NLCS, the LA Dodgers lead the Milwaukee Brewers 3-2. They could finish off that series and return to the Fall Classic in back-to-back years with a win tonight over the Brew Crew. Game 7, if necessary, would be Saturday night in Milwaukee. If it's Boston, LA, our Bronx State cameras will be in Beantown come Tuesday night for Game 1 of the World Series. Time for some quick hitters. On the ice, the Isles snapped a 2-game road losing streak with a 7-2 victory over the LA Kings Thursday night, while the Devils got tripped up late, falling to Colorado 5-3. The Islanders will be in San Jose Saturday to face the Sharks. New Jersey, now 4-1, will be in Philadelphia to skate against the Flyers Saturday. The Rangers are back in action Sunday to host Calgary at the Garden. Puck drops at 7 p.m. We caught up with the Broadway Blue Shirts earlier in the week in a 3-2 shootout win at home.
The position we're in right now, you can feel the importance already. You know, we need to start winning and get points to stay in the race. You don't want to fall behind too much and have to climb too much. So I kind of enjoy the fact that the important points already.
We're
starting to get our system little by little. We're starting to figure out when it's time to switch, but even when we're, making some mistakes and breaking down a little bit, we're working hard to recover for our teammates. And really, that's what it comes down to when you're working hard and you're accountable and making sure that you're bailing your buddy out when it's time. Those big plays seem to help us out.
We're not giving up a lot of second chances, and we're doing a really good job of defending the house. I think that's a commitment and a willingness thing, but that's also a big part about guys buying into our structure. And when we do give up second chances, Hank does what he did and showcases what he can do. So, continue to play like that and limit their chances in the middle and continue to limit their odd man rushes. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot and give them chances by turning pucks over in the neutral zone. And, I think our game's just going to keep coming.
It's hard to catch up. We want to stay in the race here, so it's important to win games when you have the possibility to win.
The Rangers would fall in overtime Wednesday night, but will look to rebound this weekend. From the college football gridiron, some big games on tap this weekend. Can Michigan State upset Michigan at home? Can North Carolina State win at Clemson? Can Washington State hold off Oregon at Pullman? Will LSU keep rolling against Mississippi State? Those are the questions for Week 8. Locally, Fordham football is home Saturday to host Bryant in a 1 p.m. kickoff. You can listen in on the action at WFUV 90.7 FM. Sunday, Lewis Hamilton will be looking to win his 5th F1 World Championship. The Brit could seal the win in the United States, but only if Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel fails to finish second at the U.S. Grand Prix. I expect Lewis to win it here in the U.S. on Sunday. The New York Jets kick at 1 p.m. at MetLife on Sunday. They host Minnesota. The Giants will also be home welcoming Atlanta to MetLife on Monday Night Football. The Falcons are 2-4. That game gets rolling at 8:15 p.m. The Jets are now 3-3. The Vikings come in at 3-2-1. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a tip of the hat to our Bronx rivals. Yesterday was Boston manager Alex Cora's birthday. He celebrated with an American League pennant. Although Yankee fans are having a tough time with this, the Red Sox, and especially their first-year manager, deserve some respect heading into the World Series. They've been the best team all season long, and Cora has made all the right moves. Watching Thursday night, I was even inclined to think to myself that I hope Aaron Boone is watching somewhere because he can learn a thing or two from Alex Cora. Less than 24 hours after Craig Kimbrell struggled to secure a 6-out save in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, he was back on the mound at Minute Maid Park. This time, the task required just 3 outs, but with a World Series trip awaiting on the other side. Cora didn't care that Kimbrell had labored through a 35-pitch performance on Wednesday night when he escaped the embarrassment of a blown save, only thanks to Andrew Benintendi's spectacular diving catch with the bases loaded. Cora had put his faith and has put his faith in his players and seems to recognize which ones can make adjustments and which ones can't. Now, maybe it's beginner's luck, or maybe, just maybe, Cora and the Red Sox are the real deal after all. That means they are the mark for the Yankees this offseason, and it also means whoever emerges from the National League is going to have their hands full come next week. It's looking more and more like Boston is going to be celebrating another World Series soon. Maybe I'm putting the kibosh on it, Rhina, by saying that. I don't know. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm.
are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Our next guest is a talented artist based in Harlem with an incredible story of travel, origins, and transitions. And she started her entertainment career in 2016 after a career in corporate media. And since then, she's been holding a residency as a co-host for an open mic, The Cypher, with the Liquidy Collective at the Shrine World Music venue in Harlem. And she's here to bring us up to speed on her transition into her music career and the inspiration behind her new single Bougie Black Girl. Okay, please welcome singer-songwriter Carla G.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back. All right, so we introduced you to our viewers during Mama's Hip Hop Kitchen last year, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, the beginning of this year, we'll say.
Because where did this year go?
Right, right. Where did it go, right? Where are we? We're in October already. We only got 2 more months.
Right.
And so we kind of tapped a little bit into just you being this corporate media person and just kind of just giving it all up and pursuing your dream, your passion.
Yeah.
How has that been for you?
Well, when I first got let go from my job, because let's be honest, you got to start the story off real.
All right. Well, I was going to say that in the beginning, but then I said, you know what, let her choose to share.
It's okay.
That you were let go. But what was your role? What was your role?
So I was working in ad sales marketing. So I focused on putting the events together and the marketing materials for our clients, for our sales clients. And I'll never forget, I love my boss, honestly. She said, you love singing and you need to go do what you love to do. So go, And I remember at the time I had...
So it was like a tough love type of situation.
Yeah, it was. And honestly, I had 2 choices. I could have just went and got another job in corporate America, or, you know what, bust some tables and,
and create.
And I decided I wanted to bust some tables, which I still kind of struggle at, but that's fine.
It's all good. We got to do what we got to do in order to, we got to feed. You got to feed, right? You got to generate the funds so that you welcome the funds to come in through your creativity, right? We want to get metaphysical about it.
Exactly.
Right. So just be grateful that you're able to generate the funds, right?
Listen, and actually, the funny story about that is when I first came in and I was like, all right, I'm going to join like a wedding band and I'm going to get like a residency and I'm going to do all these things, and it like didn't come at first. But now here we are in 2018 and now I am a part of a wedding band agency. I also have a residency on the Upper East Side, sing in a wine bar.
Which is cool.
Every Friday, so tonight you can come see me.
All right, shout out, plug in that venue, right? But we're really here to talk about your single, and I want to make sure that we talk about this new video release that's out in the market, and that is a big step. You've got your own song, you wrote it, it's all you.
Yes.
Let's talk about it, and let's talk about that title, girl, because I'm like, Bougie Black Girl.
So, as we all know, when you're in New York, you're always like secretly going, not secretly, you're going through the struggle. So, when I wrote this song, I was walking on 5th Ave, going towards Columbus Circle, and I was getting ready to go home, and I was like, I'm about to take an Uber because I'm over it. I'm not going to take the train today. And then I was just kind of laughing at myself, and I said, "You're just a bougie black girl." And then I took a voice note, and that was like the voice note, and then I took it to my producer, and we were just going through my voice notes, and he was like, "That one." And I was like, "You want to make a song off of this note? Come on, it's so gimmicky. Like, no, people are not going to like this." And he was like, "No, this is going to be good." So me and Eric Hall, who's my producer, we sat and we co-wrote the song, and that's where it came from.
I love it. And we're going to get a taste of it.
Yes.
And I just love that its origins are choosing Uber versus mass transit.
Literally, and there's, the more more people that I share this song with, the more they're like, you know, honestly, Carla, I do use Uber a lot. And it's also just to talk about like the struggle of wanting to live the life, you know, because I talk about like drinking mimosas and taking trips abroad, but also living in this systematic world where they're like, honey, you don't have enough money to be doing all this stuff, but at the same time, you just want to live your life. So it's just kind of a fun song nodding to the 2018 like millennial and just saying, or maybe not even just millennial. I feel like this reaches anybody.
It does. It's in general, but you definitely have captured, from the sounds of it, somewhat of a time capsule of where we are today in 2018. And so it is, and we're going to get a taste of it too.
Yes!
Carla G, everyone. All right, you guys, we got to take a quick break, but when we return, Carla G will perform her new single, Bougie Black Girl. So don't go anywhere.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Hello, welcome back to Open. Here now to perform a Bougie Black Girl. Please welcome back Carla G.
Thank you.
Bougie black girl, I'm a bougie black girl. Bougie black girl, I'm a bougie black girl. 'Cause I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. I can give a damn about how you feeling. I got my peace of mind and now I'm chilling. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a bougie black girl. Living in a systematic world. Trips abroad 'cause he living. Keep mimosas flowing through the weekend. Natural hair, queen and goddess. 90s babies got you feeling nostalgic. Golden latte in my hand, I'm feeling this band. Grooving to something in my ear. Quinoa bowl with spinach and salmon. Green smoothie with ginger and lemon. Gotta keep it right, gotta keep it tight. Fake healthy in these streets, it's only right. In my DM, I'm scrolling through his pics before I reply. Said hopped in the Uber, off to get this moolah. About to waste some red wine, about to reclaim my time. I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. Said I can give a damn about how you feeling. I got my peace of mind and now I'm chilling. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. Trips abroad 'cause he living. Keep mimosas flowing through the weekend. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Said a bougie black girl. I'm a bougie black girl. Bougie black girl. I'm a bougie black. I'm trying to live right, by my means and act right. Adulting is a phase, they say. I'd rather not worry about the bills today. Spend money on ballet. Pulled her to the function, now it's time to play. Sit Instagram ready, they bout to play my song. Sipping red wine, black girl magic on. I'm a bougie black girl. Hey, 'cause I'm living in a systematic world. Said I can give a damn about how you feeling. I got my peace of mind and now I'm chilling. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. Trips abroad 'cause he living. Keep mimosas flowing through the weekend. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. Said I can give a damn about how you feeling. I got my peace of mind and now I'm chilling. Oh yeah, cause I'm a bougie black girl. I'm living in a systematic world. Trips abroad cause we living. Keep mimosas flowing through the weekend. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bougie black girl, I'm a bougie black girl. Cause I'm a bougie black girl, I'm a bougie black girl. Bougie black girl, cause I'm a bougie black girl.
Yes! Woo! Carla G, everybody! Bougie Black Girl, you already know. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify,
everywhere.
Tidal,
Everywhere.
SoundCloud,
Amazon, Google.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
Anything that you have.
Anything.
YouTube. What's up?
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those songs. It's definitely one of those songs. And of course, you can also follow Carla G on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Carla G Music. Woo! Bougie Black Girl! Woo! That's our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out the recablecast tonight and 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rhina Valentin, adulting, oíste, from all of us here at Open. May the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor.